The moment your eyes open, the real test begins. Not from the outside world, but from within. The alarm rings and a voice in your head whispers to stay in bed, to rest, to postpone life just a little longer. But that voice is the first enemy. The Stoics knew this well. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself each morning, reminding his soul that he was waking not for pleasure, but to fulfill his role as a human being. That simple understanding, that you rise for duty, not comfort, can change everything. When you wake early, deliberately, without the snooze button, you're not just getting up, you're winning. And that win sets a tone the rest of the day will follow. It doesn't matter if it's 5 a.m. or 6:30. What matters is that you decide, and then you follow through. 1. Wake before the world wakes you. The first and most important part of the Stoic morning habit is getting up before the outside world can grab you. A lot of people are slaves to their phones, warnings, and everything else going on around them. A loud phone ringing or an alarm going off wakes them up in the morning. The updates on their phone put them in action mode right away. From the moment they wake up, they have to deal with emails, texts, social media posts, and all the other things that keep distracting people in today's world. They don't think about what they want or need for the day. Whatever the world throws at them, they just deal with it. However, the Stoic has a different view on this matter. A Stoic knows that the mind is most open to attack in the morning. The first few seconds after waking up are very important because they set the tone for the rest of the day. That's why the Stoic gets up early, before everyone else does. He doesn't get up to deal with the modern world's distractions. He gets up to face the day with purpose, strength, and focus. The Stoic knows that getting up early, before the day gets crazy, is a strong way to control yourself. There is a moment of conscious action that sets the stage for everything that comes next. You feel in charge of your day when you get up early. You have the choice to do something instead of just reacting. There are no outside forces pulling you when you wake up before everyone else. The emails are still not here. Notifications haven't taken over your screen. The world hasn't started to rush yet. You are in charge. It's not about getting up early to check email, start work, or get ahead on the day's chores. No. Before all of that, you should get up and spend some time alone in the morning. You have the first moment to take it. There's more to you than just waking up. You're getting up to do something important. You're getting ready to live with purpose and face the day with determination instead of fear. In this case, the Stoic idea of duty comes into play. When a Stoic gets up, it's not for pleasure but for duty. The reason he wakes up is because he knows that his life isn't meant to be passive and just respond to what happens. The Stoic ruler Marcus Aurelius knew this more than most people. He said, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, 'I am rising to do the work of a human being.'" This quote is easy to understand, but very strong. Marcus is telling himself, and by extension, all of us, that our job as humans is not to be comfortable or lazy, but to do what we need to do. We get up to do the work we were meant to do. To be clear, getting up early is not a punishment or an act of self-discipline, just for the sake of self-discipline. It means getting ready to face the tasks of the day with focus and determination. Your mind is free to plan, think, and get ready for anything the world may throw at you when you wake up with purpose. It's not like you're waking up just to let the day flow by you. You are getting up with a plan for how you will move forward, no matter what the day brings. So, how can you put this Stoic idea to use in your own life? First, follow this easy rule. Set your clock before everyone else does. It's possible that you'll have to get up at 5 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. What you do is more important than the exact time. Getting up before everyone else can tell you what to do is important. When you set your alarm for early in the morning, you have time to breathe, think, and get through the day without being interrupted like most people do as soon as they wake up. You decide when to wake up before the outside world gets too loud. The Stoic doesn't rush or scramble in the morning to check their phone or answer their texts. There is silence at the start. Also, it's strong to be alone in the morning. The world we live in now is noisy and full of things that pull us in different directions all the time. But a Stoic knows that the quiet of early morning is a gift. You can use this quiet time to calm yourself and figure out what's most important to you. It's a chance to reset and choose how you want to feel about the next day. You are already in charge of this silence because you got up early. You can use it to set a focused, purposeful tone for the day. But getting up early is only the beginning. When your alarm goes off is when the real test starts. This is where most people fail. It's very simple to think that 5 extra minutes of sleep won't hurt and press the snooze button. The Stoic, on the other hand, doesn't give in to these urges. He doesn't listen to the small voice in his head that tells him to avoid pain or put off starting the day. The Stoic gets up right away. Sophists get up when the alarm goes off. The mind won't give in, and the person can't try to talk himself into sleeping longer. He gets up because he knows that the first win of the day is when you decide to get up instead of hitting the snooze button. That small choice, which doesn't seem important at first, is a huge win. It means you beat the mind's weakness and the urge to stay in your safety zone. You're already in a strong place today because you chose to get up when the alarm went off. You didn't give in to the urge to stay in bed. There's a lot of good things that will happen after you win the first fight of the day. Even though it's a small win, it gives you hope. You've shown yourself that you're in charge of what you're doing, and that will give you confidence all day. Waking up before everyone else is more than just getting out of bed earlier. It's a way of thinking. This way of thinking says, I will not let outside circumstances control me. I choose how to start my day, and that's how I will do it. By my rules. This way of thinking will affect every part of your life, and you'll begin to understand how powerful you are when you act on purpose instead of the things that happen to you. The Stoics' morning is all about being in charge. It means getting up with a purpose, not because you have to, but because you know that by controlling your mornings, you're controlling your life. You can start the day on your own terms when you wake up before everyone else, and that's the first thing you need to do to make your mind strong. 2. Face the cold and embrace the silence. It's time to face the cold after getting up and getting through the first task of the day. The Stoic way of getting ready in the morning doesn't enjoy the comforts of home. As an alternative, it seeks discomfort by choosing activities that wake up the mind and wake up the body. This is where the cold comes in. The cold can be a shock to the system. Whether you step into a cold shower, splash cold water on your face, or walk outside into a cool breeze. It makes me feel bad. It's rough. But that's just what the Stoic needs. This act of cold exposure, which seems easy, has a deeper meaning. People are always looking for comfort, warmth, and ease, but the Stoic picks discomfort on purpose to make their mind stronger. Life is a lot like cold weather. It's hard to plan for, uncomfortable most of the time. The Stoic, on the other hand, doesn't run away from it. They welcome it. He doesn't try to avoid pain. Instead, he leans into it. The cold isn't a bad thing. It's a tool that helps you train your mind and body to handle anything life throws at you. One of the most important Stoic thinkers, Seneca, talked a lot about the practice of willingly suffering. Through his writings, he urged people to put themselves in uncomfortable situations on purpose, not as a way to punish themselves, but to become stronger. When people look for comfort too much, Seneca knew that it can slow the mind and weaken the spirit. We tell ourselves that we are not shackled by our wants when we choose to feel uncomfortable. We're in charge. We choose to go through hard times in order to get stronger, and this daily habit is a clear example of that. Taking a cold shower or going outside in the cold first thing in the morning wakes you up quickly, so you can't take your time getting ready for the day. You wake up when you feel cold. It wakes you up and clears your mind of sleepiness. Most of the time, this works better than any cup of coffee. There's no way to get back into the safety of your bed when the cold hits you hard. You just can't avoid it. You have no choice but to face it head on and accept the cold instead of running away from it. Besides the physical effects, though, the cold is also a great way to train your mind. You learn an important lesson from it. You don't need to be comfortable to act. A lot of the time, we depend on outside things, like warmth, coffee, food, or other comforts to get us going or give us energy. But the Stoic knows that depending on comforts from outside sources is a sign of weakness. Real power comes from inside. When you choose to feel uncomfortable, you remind yourself that you are in charge of your body and feelings, not the other way around. You are not controlled by your body's wants and needs. Your mind makes the decisions, not your body's need to feel good. In the Stoic morning routine, the next step is to accept silence. This comes after getting a cold and getting clear. This may seem like an easy thing, but in a world that is always busy, silence can be very rare and very powerful. As soon as you come inside from being outside in the cold, you have a natural chance to be still. And this is where the Stoic really stands out. There is no phone, music, or other noise around during these quiet times. You and your thoughts are the only ones there. In that quiet, you can clearly hear your inner voice. You don't have to meditate or practice awareness for hours on end. The only thing you need to do is give yourself a few minutes of quiet every morning. There's a lot of noise in the world, like alerts, news, talks, and other things that want your attention. You can get back in touch with yourself during these times of silence. I want to hear your thoughts without the noise of current life getting in the way. Before the day's rain starts, this is a good time to think about your plans for the day. Check in with your mind and reset. You can think straight in this silence. You take some time to think about your mission, your goals, and the way you think. The outside world can make it hard to hear our own words. That voice is clear again when there is no sound. You can be alone with your thoughts and not be distracted by anything else. This clears your mind so you can go about your day with more focus and purpose. Accepting the cold and silence as a practice does more than just give you energy for the day. It also makes your mind stronger. By accepting pain and silence, you are making your mind stronger. You are telling yourself that you are strong without approval or support from other people. You are in charge of how you feel, what you do, and how you think. The cold teaches you to deal with pain, and the silence teaches you to concentrate when everything else is going on around you. They work together to help you make a morning routine that gets you ready for the day. Over time, these daily acts of being outside in the cold and being alone train the mind to be stable. Putting yourself through pain over and over again makes your mind stronger until it can't be broken. Practicing silence also makes a space where you can hear your own voice, your own goals, and your own thoughts without being interrupted by outside noise all the time. So, the next time you wake up, instead of going straight for warmth, try facing the cold and enjoying the silence. Even though it might be painful at first, that pain is what will make you mentally strong. 3. Journal like a warrior philosopher. After getting used to the cold and being alone for a while, it's time to move on to a practice that really brings out your inner warrior: writing in a book. However, not just any writing. This is blogging with a goal, which is more than just writing down your thoughts. Like the Stoics, this is about taking the time to think about your thought, your values, and the problems you will face today. Now is the time to write in your journal like a warrior philosopher, to get your mind ready for life's fight. Marcus Aurelius, who was emperor of Rome and one of the most famous Stoic thinkers, wrote in his journal every day. The diaries he kept for himself, which are now called meditations, were not meant for anyone else to read or recognize. No one but him was ever supposed to read them. His journal helped him think about himself. It helped him remember his values, think about what he had done, and get ready mentally for the difficulties he would face. Each post was a mental workout that helped him deal with life's problems with clarity, strength, and goodness. Marcus was a leader who had to deal with the stress of running a kingdom, making tough choices, and balancing his personal values with the duties of power. His diary was a place for him to ground himself, check in with himself, and keep his mind on standard Stoic ideas. You can use the same technique in your own life. Writing in a journal like a Stoic warrior isn't just writing for the sake of writing. It's not about getting praise, treatment, or a way to let off steam. It's about getting ready for the day, facing possible problems, and making your determination stronger. It has to do with being proactive instead of reacting. You're not just writing down your ideas without planning them out. You're instead asking yourself specific questions and getting ready for anything that might happen. Every morning, take a moment to write in your notebook. It only takes one page. What makes this practice so powerful is how easy it is to do. It doesn't have to be too long or hard to understand. The important thing is to be consistent and deliberate. As you write, think about the problems you might be having right now. In what ways could things get in your way? What kinds of temptations could try to get you to give up on your values? These questions are important because they help you figure out what problems might come up during the day before they happen. That's because writing down what you expect to happen gets your mind ready for action. Coming up with solutions to writing problems before they happen can make them less scary. You are no longer caught off guard by the problems that come up. You are ready to deal with them. The Stoics knew that problems come up out of the blue in life, and that the best way to deal with them was to be ready for them. Marcus Aurelius didn't wait for his problems to get worse before he dealt with them. He wrote about them ahead of time, knowing that they might have an effect on him and getting ready in his mind for how he would react. Writing wasn't just a way to think about things. It was also a way to plan for the future. When you write in your book, ask yourself things like, what problems could I have today? Getting ready for tough situations like a tough meeting, a tough talk, or a project that seems too big gives you a mental map. You won't be surprised when those problems show up. Instead, you'll already know how to deal with them in a clear and calm way. You're teaching your mind to answer with calm and wisdom instead of acting on impulse or out of fear by writing about them in your journal ahead of time. Next, ask yourself, what is it that might tempt me to break my values? It's not always easy to tell the difference between a temptation and the desire to do something bad. Distractions, putting things off, or taking the easy way out when you have to make a choice can be very subtle. Knowing about these temptations ahead of time gives you the strength of mind to avoid giving in to them. You are aware of the things that could lead you astray, and you can plan how to handle them before they happen. Lastly, think about the good qualities you need to have to get past these problems and pressures. The Stoics thought that virtue was the best thing in the world, and that living a good life would make them happy and give their life value. As a Stoic, having a good life means being wise, brave, fair, and moderate. What virtues do I need to show today to deal with these problems? Write them down in your journal every day. You may need bravery to speak up in a tense meeting, intelligence to make a tough choice, or self-control to avoid getting sidetracked. Setting goals for the day's virtues can help you make sure that your actions are in line with your greater values. We're not in therapy here. It's getting ready. The point of writing in a book isn't to let off steam or deal with your feelings. It's to prepare your mind for the next day. The Stoics knew that they could be stronger and more determined facing problems when they were written down instead of in real life. Marcus Aurelius never forgot what was important to him when he was feeling stressed or anxious. Every day, he wrote about his beliefs and values, which strengthened his determination, made his purpose clear, and made sure that his actions were in line with his inner wisdom. If you write in your journal like a warrior philosopher, you're building a mental framework that gets you ready for fight, whether it's inside or outside of you. Dealing with problems means going into them with an attitude that is ready to face them head-on, not trying to avoid them. Problems won't come as a surprise when they do. They'll just be another task that you need to face with courage and clarity. You're mentally ready for the day by the time you finish writing in your book. You know what your trials will be, what your temptations will be, and what virtues you need to show. You feel in charge and sure of yourself when you're ready for the day, knowing that you can handle anything with power and purpose. Plan to write in your notebook every morning when you sit down to do it. 1 page. Think about the problems, the urges, and the good traits you need to show. Practicing this easy but powerful technique will help you stay grounded, focused, and mentally strong, no matter what comes your way. 4. Move your body, forge your will. Your body needs some care now that you've dealt with the cold and written in a journal to clear your mind. The Stoics were not just thinkers of the mind. They also knew that a healthy body helps a healthy mind. The mind and body must work together for someone to be truly mentally strong. If you ignore one, it will weaken the other. For Stoics, being physically strong is not a luxury or an afterthought. It's an important part of their theory. People often say that a healthy body shows a controlled mind, and the Stoics were very aware of this. This doesn't mean you need to work out hard for an hour. It's not important to work out until you're completely worn out every morning. What's important is to move around in a basic, meaningful way. You're not just moving to get some exercise. You have a reason for moving. Socrates didn't think that the mind and body were separate. They saw them as being connected. People who believe this think that a strong, disciplined mind naturally leads to a strong, disciplined body. To help the mind, the body also needs training in ways that are physical. Thus, what kind of movement do we have in mind? A quick walk, a few push-ups, or some easy stretching can do the trick. You could do some deep breathing techniques for a few minutes. It doesn't matter what you do. What matters is that you move your body on purpose. Moving around can clear your thoughts, get your heart rate up, and get you ready for a productive day. Each move is a conscious act of willpower that reminds you that you are in charge of your body. By doing this, you can strengthen your mind and body. Now is the time to wake up your body, which also wakes up your mind. Stoic knowledge should be fed to your mind as you do your exercise. Listen to a short part of Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, or read a short part of Epictetus. Move your mind as well as your body. Use the physical exercise as a chance to train both your body and your mind at the same time. Your mind will clear up as your muscles start to work and your blood starts to flow. Putting in physical effort clears the mind, and when you combine that effort with Stoic ideas, you are strengthening both the body and the mind. Intentionally moving your body has a huge impact on how clear your mind is. Self-discipline, which was very important to the Stoics, they thought should be used in every part of life, not just in how we think. They thought it should also be used in how we take care of our bodies and move. When you breathe, stretch, or do any other kind of exercise, think of it as training. You're not just getting stronger, you're also making your will stronger. Every time you push yourself to move, every time you fight the urge to stay in bed, you are building mental strength. You are in charge of your body, your actions, and your attention. Every move you make is a reminder of this. It was important to the Stoics to live by their teachings and be good and disciplined in all parts of life. Moving around in the morning helps you stay in the same frame of mind. It's not about what feels good at the time. It's about getting stronger over time. The body gets stronger when it moves regularly, just like the mind gets better with hard work. Every move you make, like a set of push-ups to strengthen your upper body, a walk to clear your mind, or stretching to relieve stress, is a small win and a way to train your discipline and endurance. Plus, when you move, you start to set the tone for the rest of the day. The first physical steps you take in the morning are a sign of the bigger trip you are committing to. We can say we want to do something, but our bodies tell us what to do. Moving your body first thing in the morning tells you that you should act before you think about it. You are building discipline, and it will get stronger over time, just like any other muscle. The head may be where our thoughts live, but the body is what makes them happen. To move through the world with power and purpose, you need both to be in sync. Moving doesn't just wake up your body, it also strengthens your will. It's a small but powerful act of self-mastery. Instead of a faraway goal or ideal, it tells you that you are in charge of the present, the day, and your life as it happens. Don't forget that the morning sets the tone for the rest of the day. Let it go by slowly and not let it pass you by. Move your body, make up your mind, and start your day with a plan. 5. Choose a word. Carry it like a sword. Now that you've mentally and physically got ready for the day, it's time for the last part of the Stoic morning routine. Picking a word. Your driving principle will be this word, which sums up all the good things you need to think about all day. But it's not just any word. It fits with your goals, your ideals, and the strength you want to build. This word, whether it's discipline, power, endurance, focus, silence, or something else that really speaks to you, will be your guide, your standard, and your anchor. The Stoics knew that life is full of problems, trials, and times when it's not clear what to do. There are times when we need something easy, strong, and stable to hold on to. This something should help us focus our thoughts and actions. The word you pick will be your guide. You can use it to stay grounded when things go wrong, to remember your purpose all the time, and to stay in line with your higher beliefs. This word, like a sword you take into battle, will help you stay strong and fight off the things that want to steer you away from your goals. Picking a word may seem easy, but it's one of the most important things you can do every day. It's not about picking a word that makes you feel good or gives you short-term motivation. It's about picking a word that will guide your actions and help you stay true to your inner philosophy. This word will help you remember to get back to your center and act with purpose when things get crazy, problems seem too big, or other things try to take your attention away from your goals. So let's say you pick the word discipline. Discipline will be the word that tells you of your promise to be consistent and self-controlled every time you have to make a choice, like not putting things off, avoiding distractions, or staying focused on your tasks. It's a message to stay on track, even if you want to go in a different direction. The word discipline will help you resist the pull of ease and comfort when you are having a hard time. Just say it to yourself over and over again. You could also pick the word focus instead. Focus will be what brings you back to the present when your mind wanders or when the tasks of the day get too much for you. Having this word with you will help you focus and stay focused on the job at hand. When something comes up or something else grabs your attention, focus will tell you to stay rooted in your purpose and give your full attention to what you're doing at that very moment. You can use this word to remember yourself, to use your inner strength if your goal for the day is to be strong. Being strong shapes how you deal with everything, whether it's a tough talk, a physical challenge, or an emotional obstacle. There's something in your mind that makes you want to be strong, both physically and mentally. When you're tired or want to give up, strength will keep you going, and it will tell you that real power comes from sticking with something until the end. It doesn't matter how hard or deep the word is. It just needs to connect deeply with the spirit of the day you want to make. The word you choose should push you to become better and remind you of your dedication to the Stoic ideals of virtue. This practice is great because you can change it every day to fit your needs. On some days, you may need to be strong to get through the pain. On other days, you may need to stay focused or find peace of mind in silence. The Stoics knew how to live with purpose, and they didn't let their feelings control what they did. They knew that feelings change quickly and are often false. They instead thought about their morals and sense of purpose. In his meditations, Marcus Aurelius often told himself that he could choose how to react to anything that happened in the outside world. In the same way, the word you choose every morning becomes your personal promise to live your life according to your beliefs, no matter what happens around you. It helps you take charge of your actions and plan ahead for how you will handle the problems that come up during the day. Mindfulness practice. Think about that word and carry it with you all day. It helps you stay true to your purpose in a world that is always pulling you in different directions. As you do your work, the word stays with you and gives you a way to center yourself when you get lost or sidetracked. This always serves as a lesson to return to what's important and to act with clarity and focus. When things get too much, go back to your word. When you're not sure, go back to your word. A simple but powerful habit that helps you stay in touch with your higher mission. Write the word down somewhere you can see it, like in your book, on a sticky note by your desk, or even on your phone. This will help the practice work even better. Let it be with you all day long. When you see it, stop and get your bearings. Let that word lead your actions and become a silent force that helps you deal with the world in a stoic way. Life will try to throw you off balance, and distractions, anger, or doubt will come your way. Hold on to that word even tighter. Like a sword, It will keep you safe from the chaos in the world and tell you that you always have choice in how you react. When things try to pull you away from your goal, this word will protect you. When problems and distractions come up, it will be your sword. You choose to live with purpose and power when you pick a word and carry it like a sword. You promise to always act in a way that is consistent with your values, no matter what the world throws at you. Every day, do this small thing. It will help you stay focused, grounded, and on the Stoic road, no matter what comes your way. This is how Stoics start their day. There's no need to look for comfort. Being ready for life's obstacles is what it's about. It's about getting up with a plan, dealing with pain, writing in a journal with purpose, strongly moving, and a word that helps you find your way through the chaos. This habit doesn't just get you ready for the day. It also makes your mind tough. It makes your will stronger. You can't be broken mentally, so get up, not for everyone to like, not to get motivated, but because you are ready for the day, quiet, smart, and strong.